suffering knows they are not alone. Around you, you're gonna see what I say, 'cause the world's getting small each passing day. Yeah. Now it's time for making some change. Now it's time we all realize that the truth is shining bright right before our eyes. None of us are free. No, none of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. It's the very heart of humanity. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. None of us, 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 oh, none of us are free. No. None of us, none of us, I say none of us, none of us, none of us, none of us, none of us. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Oh no, none of us are free. None of us, none of us, I mean, none of us, oh, none of us, nobody, none of us are free. None of us are free. None of us, none of us, none of us are free. None of us are free. None of us is chained. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us, none of us, none of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Yeah. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Well, imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't very hard to do.
No more.
Nothing to kill or die for. No. And no religion too. So you just imagine all the people. They just living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. But you know, I hope someday you will join us and the whole wide world.
Hello and welcome.
I am Laura Haas, Dean of the Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences. In a change to our program, Professor Ramesh Sitaraman will start today's ceremony by reading the UMass Amherst Land Acknowledgement, written in collaboration with local tribal nations and the UMass Native Advisory Council to honor and make visible the university's relationship to Native peoples. Ramesh.
The University of Massachusetts acknowledges that it was founded and built on the unceded homelands of the Pocumtuck Nation on the land of the Norwottuck community. We begin with gratitude for nearby waters and lands. We recognize these lands and waters as important relations with which we are all interconnected and depend on to sustain life and well-being. The Pocumtuck had connections with these lands for millennia. For 400 years, over 400 years of colonization, when Pocumtuck peoples were displaced, many joined their Algonquin relatives to the east, south, west, and north. That includes Mashpee, Aquinnah, Wampanoag, Nipmuc, Narragansett, Mohegan, Pequot, Mohican communities, and Abenaki and other nations of the Wabanaki Confederacy. These Native peoples still maintain connections and relationships of care for these lands today. We also acknowledge that the University of Massachusetts Amherst is a land-grant university. As a part of the Model Land Grant Act, portions of land from 82 Native nations west of the Mississippi were sold to provide the resources to found and build this university. As an active first step towards decolonization, we encourage you to learn more about the native lands whose homelands UMass Amherst now resides on, and the indigenous homelands on which you live and work. We also invite you to deepen your relationship to these living lands and waters. I will now turn the podium back to Dean Laura Haas, who will give the opening remarks and introduce our faculty.
And now, it is my great pleasure to welcome students, parents, family, and friends to the Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences Senior Celebration. I am especially glad to be here with so many of you at our first in-person celebration since 2019, as well as with everyone joining us by live stream. Most of our graduates today started in the fall of 2018. Take a moment to think back, if you can, to where we were then. Could any of us have imagined the changes that we've experienced together over the past 4 years? We have faced and continued to face enormous challenges in our world, including racism, war, pandemic, and climate change. Through it all, we went from being in person for education to remote in March of 2020 and back to in person just a year later. It's been a fast-paced and at times grueling journey to get to where we are now, but our students rose to the challenge. I have enjoyed the opportunity to meet many of the class of 2022 over the years and have come to know you as a savvy, resilient, and deeply passionate group of students. Just look at what you've accomplished along the way. Corinne Green and Suma Muva helped found the Committee Against Racism and for Equity, otherwise known as the CARE Committee, which led our college's efforts to build a long-term inclusion and anti-racism plan. As part of this effort, Suma and Jesse Johnson launched a new Instagram channel, Humans of CICS, featuring stories from members of our community. That's @Humans of CICS if you want to follow along. Sam Dubois founded UMass Robotics, which is now a student club with 77 members that will field a team to compete in the NASA Lunabotics 2022 competition, vying to design and build the best lunar robot. Recently, Nick Asness and Rohan Bapit were part of a team that won third prize in the Berthium Center's Innovation Challenge for their project, Campus Atlas, a mobile campus accessibility, engagement, and navigation guide that facilitates equal opportunity and success. Evan Fellman, working in the Information Fusion Lab, used fractal geometry to create a novel method for detecting a key indicator of Alzheimer's as part of a project to better forecast who will get the disease. Honestly, there are too many examples to list. I have been hearing about them from your professors constantly over the past 4 years. The fact is that all of our students gathered here today have shown extraordinary grace in these trying times, whether it was running clubs or events that switched back and forth between in-person and remote, or just getting to class every day and succeeding with the challenging material we offer under challenging circumstances. From what I've seen, I think this group of students is ready to thrive at any workplace or institution of their choice. Really, they can handle anything. I'd also like to point out how their efforts exemplify our college's revolutionary vision for computing research and education, which we call Computing for the Common Good. At CICS, students, faculty, and staff work together to put this vision into practice in myriad ways, from the research topics we choose to our diversity and inclusion efforts, all aiming to improve the well-being of the people of the Commonwealth and the world. Recently, our college has seen amazing growth that I believe demonstrates that we are on the right path. In just the last year, we have received a transformative gift from Robert and Donna Manning, which has been honored by the renaming of our college to the Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences. A significant part of this gift will be used to support student activities and mental health. Significant funding from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the university to construct a new building to house our programs in computer and information science. A $1 million earmark from the federal government, championed by Congressman Jim McGovern, that will fund scholarships for women and students from underrepresented communities, leveraging our robotics program to inspire and recruit students from minority-serving schools and historically Black colleges and universities. And an impressive ranking from U.S. News and World Report as the #1 public undergraduate computer science program in the Northeast. These developments are a clear recognition of the excellence of our students and faculty and the teaching and research community we have built together. But we won't stop now. We have many exciting initiatives underway. This fall, we will break ground on our new building, which will hold community spaces for students, classrooms, and research labs to house our rapidly growing college. We are expanding our informatics program with our new health and life sciences concentration and adding a new accelerated bachelor's to master's program in computer science that allows high-achieving students to gain both degrees in 5 years. In September, we will welcome our first cohort of Boosting Access to Data Science scholars who are the recipients of fully funded scholarships for high-achieving, economically disadvantaged students. Also this fall, we are launching a residential academic program known as Fostering Inclusion by Engaging in Real-World Computing Education, aka FIERCE, designed to provide an easy way to make friends and find study partners among people of diverse genders and their allies. With a $20 million National Institutes of Health grant, Professors Deepak Ganesan and Ben Marlin are leading the Massachusetts AI and Technology Center for Connected Care in Aging and Alzheimer's Disease, a research accelerator aiming to improve in-home care for older adults and people with Alzheimer's. Finally, generous alumni have established a $5 million seed fund to support collaborative research on quantum information systems between our college and the College of Engineering. Their gift was inspired by a research thrust from distinguished Professor Don Towsley that aims to, in his words, bring the quantum internet to life. As alumni, I hope you will help us on this exciting journey. We couldn't have reached this point without the accomplishments of our alumni and their enormous contributions as volunteers and as donors. We need your help to go further. Our alumni are our most important mentors, career guides, and connections. Your participation in programs like the Alumni Mentorship Program, hackathons and career fairs, and assisting student organizations is a beautiful way to pay forward what you have gained here. Along with many of our faculty and alumni, I make a special point of setting aside some of my giving money every year to support our scholarships and programs. Together, we have created not only the Dean's Opportunity Fund, but a number of scholarships that have provided critical support and opportunities to our talented students. I hope that as you will go out in the world and start to leverage your learning here, that you will remember those who follow you and give what you can, even if it seems like a very small amount. Trust me, it adds up. Working together, we can ensure that future generations of students have the opportunity to study here and thrive. Now, go forth and make us proud with your outstanding achievements, your successful careers, and your commitment to computing for the common good. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Go UMass and go CICS. I would now like to introduce the members of the CICS faculty who have joined me on the platform. Faculty, please stand as your name is called. James Allen, Professor and Chair of the Faculty. Emery Berger, Professor. Eric Learned Miller, Professor. Mark Liberatori, Senior Teaching Faculty. Gordon Anderson, Senior Teaching Faculty. Jaime Davila, Senior Teaching Faculty. Maris Minia, Senior Teaching Faculty and Computer Science Undergraduate Program Associate Director. Sorry. Ghazala Parvini, Teaching Faculty. Ramesh Sitaraman, Professor and Informatics Program Director. Benjamin Marlin, Associate Professor and Computer Science Undergraduate Program Director. Jack Wilden, Professor and Associate Dean for Student Affairs. David Mix Barrington, Professor and Associate Chair of Academic Programs. Nina Thoda, Senior Teaching Faculty and Associate Chair of Teaching Development. David Jensen, Professor. Parviz Kermani, Senior Teaching Faculty. Brian Levine, Professor. Timothy Richards, Senior Teaching Faculty. Prashant Shenoy, Distinguished Professor and Associate Dean of Computing and Facilities. Charles Weems, Professor. Professor Berger will now introduce our first student speaker.
So I'm pleased to introduce our first student speaker, Radhika Junare. Radhika, can you please make your way to the stage? Radhika, who's from Pune, India, received a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at yesterday's undergraduate commencement with a secondary degree in mathematics. During her time at UMass Amherst, she made Dean's List in her freshman and junior years and served as a resident assistant, secretary of the Association of Women in Math, head of Outreach for Humans of CICS, and an international ambassador. She is also a recipient of the Chancellor's Scholarship. Radhika counts personal growth and the lasting connections she's made at UMass Amherst as the biggest accomplishments of her UMass Amherst career. After graduation, she plans to move to California, where she will be joining Oracle as an applications engineer. It's my pleasure to welcome Radhika to the podium.
Thank you. My dear friends, professors, parents, and fellow students, it is an honor to be here today, standing in front of all these wonderful people who have now officially graduated university. Wow, time does fly by really quick. Before sitting down to type this speech, I Googled how to write a good speech. As expected, a lot of the websites said that you should start with an inspirational quote or words of encouragement, but today, I would like to start by appreciating every single one of you sitting here. I appreciate you all so much for coming this far, despite the situation in the world today. We graduated and managed to come here, despite spending almost half of our time here in a pandemic. I'm sure this has not been easy for all of us. There were endless challenges, like adjusting to online classes, keeping up with your coursework despite being sick, not being able to hug our loved ones for a long time, losing people, and so much more. But we did it, and I'm so proud of us for making this far. These 4 years were the most complicated and amazing 4 years of my life. I experienced so many things in such a short amount of time, like balancing due dates for assignments for 5 different classes, of which 3 are CS, and all 3 of them use different programming languages, or missing the bus while trying to rush to a class from Mahar Auditorium to LGRT in 15 minutes, or dealing with roommate conflicts as a resident assistant, working around my schedule and classes to schedule job interviews and study for both of them, and so much more. But I will always be grateful for these things. People say that college teaches them about life lessons, and yes, it absolutely does. It teaches you to survive, to do your best, to push your limits, and excel in everything you do. And honestly, being a part of the CICS community has taught me exactly that. I came here as a student with just 1 year of basic Java experience and unaware of what lead code even meant. And now, I can code in 5 different languages and do lead code when I'm just bored. This is the kind of vast array of experiences that the CICS community has given me, and I will always be grateful for that. From meeting amazing professors who truly care about their students, to working with extremely helpful TAs, to attending 8 a.m. discussions for CS 121 in my freshman year, to working with so many amazing people in CS 320. From working really hard in CS 250 and CS 311, to struggling with CICS 305 essays, and now writing the speech with my CICS 305 professor. It has truly been an amazing journey. Before I came here, I was an introvert living in India with her family, eating 3 meals in 1 day, living a very comfortable life, where I didn't have to do my laundry or cook food or do any household chores as such. Now, I sometimes eat cereal for dinner because I don't have time to cook or go to the dining hall because of my assignments, or sometimes because my laundry is in the washer and I need to take it out on time before someone else does it for me and takes the last available dryer. When I first found out before coming to UMass that I was going to be living alone, and sometimes I would have to cook for myself, my mom went into this whole prepping mode where she taught me how to make simple dishes in under 20 minutes. And I'm sure a lot of the students here might have similar experiences. She taught me to prep before making every meal, use different bowls for different vegetables, different knives, and all that stuff. Now look at me. I can make feasts in a rice cooker. Honestly, I feel like I'm now ready to face any and every situation that is thrown my way. I mean, of course I am. I was an RA for 3 years. I had to deal with all sorts of things, starting from roommate conflicts over they're putting their trash in my trash bin, to helping residents evacuate the building because the fire alarm went off due to someone burning popcorn in the kitchen microwave. Now, this is the part where Google says that I should talk about how college is the place where you make friends for life. I mean, you know every speech contains a part where it gets all emotional and sentimental, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to do that. This is the place where I met the most amazing group of people in my freshman year. I met these 4 boys from India during the first week of my freshman year, and I thought, wow, these guys seem really cool. It'll be so much fun to hang out with them and explore the town. Little did I know that I was going to spend every single weekend of my freshman year and sophomore year with them, not partying or going out, but sitting in Gorman Hall's basement classroom and working on our assignments. Anand, Siddharth, Harshal, and Amit were the biggest bunch of nerds that I met, but I love these nerds with all my heart. There was also this one girl called Prachi, and I don't really remember how I met her. We just met once sometime during the freshman year and didn't meet for a while after that. One day I heard a knock on my room's window, and I was just so startled, but there was she staring at me and waving frantically. When I asked her why she was here, she said that she was bored and just wanted to hang out. At first I used to think how annoying this girl is, because she used to talk non-stop about the most random things, like how worms move, and then she would proceed to show me how a worm moves and call it squiggly worm. Fast forward to today, she's my best friend. We are moving to California together, and she's still equally annoying, but I would do anything for her. Thank you. I feel this is what college is all about. It is not just about getting a high-paying job or getting good grades. It is about making connections for life, finding friends who will be there to support you when you need it and celebrate you when you need to be celebrated. Lastly, I would like to thank the 4 people without whom I would not have been here: my mom, my dad, my grandfather, and my uncle. My parents are sitting here in the audience right now, and my grandpa is back home in India. These 3 people have been my biggest strength and support, both emotionally and financially. They're the reason why I'm standing here today, graduating with 2 majors, pursuing an amazing job at Oracle. So thank you so much, Ai, Baba, and Abba. A few days from now, all of us will be in various places. Some will come back here to do their masters or work, while others will be in different cities, states, countries even. But the one thing that will keep the thousands of us connected is this place, UMass. UMass has been a home for me for the past 4 years, and no matter what, I am going to miss this place. I'm going to miss the ducks or geese. I still haven't figured it out. I'm going to miss the overloaded PVTAs, people casually walking on the frozen pond, the exams in Totman and Boyden, the dining halls, Baby Burke, Blue Wall, Du Bois, and so much more. It was a fun ride, and I wish you all the best for the next chapter of your life. No matter what happens 10, 15 years from now, remember that in the end, it is all going to be okay. I mean, we all did survive CS 350 and CS 311, so it has to be okay. Just enjoy the process and live a little, because today is the youngest you will ever be, so live like it. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Radhika. Professor Eric Learned Miller will now introduce our Outstanding Undergraduate Achievement awardees.
Would the 2022 Outstanding Undergraduate Achievement Award recipients please come up to the stage and stand at the top of the ramp until your name is called? The Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences recognizes a few of our graduates every year for outstanding performance in the classroom and in the computing community here at UMass Amherst. These people have distinguished themselves as students, as researchers, by their leadership, and by their commitment to serve their peers, the university, and the community we live in. This is the highest honor for undergraduate students in the college. As a token of their achievements, each awardee receives a small cash award generously donated by the college. By virtue of and in recognition of their valuable contributions, our Outstanding Undergraduate Achievement Award recipients this year are as follows. Awardees, please remain on the stage for a group photo until all award recipients have been called. Our first awardee is Saicharan Dadireddy for sustained support of the college's teaching mission and contributions to leadership as an undergraduate course assistant. Evan Feldman for exemplary academic performance, achievement in research, and contributions to the college's teaching mission. Our next awardee is Adi Geva for outstanding representation for outstanding representation of the college and the computing community as part of the Recruitment and Outreach Committee. Corinne Green for leadership and significant contributions to community building, diversity, and inclusion. Victoria Okoro for outstanding contributions in student leadership and advocacy for students of marginalized identities. Vindhya Rachur for outstanding and sustained commitment to equity and inclusion in computer science and achievements in research. Finally, Renos Zabunaitis also received an Achievement Award for outstanding academic performance, achievement in research, and contributions to the undergraduate course assistant program. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped over one, pardon me. Adam Lekowitz for exemplary academic performance, achievement in research, and significant contributions to the UMass Amherst community. Congratulations to this year's Outstanding Undergraduate Achievement Award recipients. Let's give them all a hand. Now, please welcome Professor Allen to the podium to recognize the college's Outstanding Teacher Award.
Will Professor David Jensen please stand? The College Outstanding Teaching Award annually honors a faculty member for teaching accomplishments within the college. Candidates for the award were selected based on nominations submitted by students and on criteria including teaching effectiveness and creativity, impact on students, subject mastery, scholarship, and contributions to the college's teaching mission. Today, we recognize the 6th recipient of this award within our college, Professor David Jensen, whose graduate-level course, Research Methods in Empirical Computer Science, also known as Comp Sci 691DD, has been described as life-changing by students, giving them direction and confidence through a better understanding of research and how to be successful at it. As one student evaluator said, I felt like I learned more practically about being a researcher in that class than I have in the past 2 years. In another example, a student said, my understanding of research is practically night and day compared to when I started this course. Other students echoed these sentiments, calling Jensen articulate, enthusiastic, and deeply invested in preparing his students to become excellent researchers. From its creation by Professor Jensen, this class has drawn praise from students across the college, including from many of my own students. This has been and continues to be a powerfully important class for our college, and I am delighted by this recognition. Therefore, for exemplary contributions to our teaching mission, it is my pleasure to present the Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences Outstanding Teaching Award to David Jensen. And now, Professor Liberatore will introduce our second student speaker.
It's my turn to introduce our second student speaker, Hannah Nordin. Hannah, can you please come up to the stage? Hannah received a Bachelor's of Computer Science at commencement yesterday. Outside of the classroom, Hannah served as a member of Women in Informatics and Computer Science and Product Management student organizations, made Dean's List for 4 semesters, and is a recipient of the Chancellor's Scholarship. She cites achieving her dream internship after a challenging year of remote learning as the biggest accomplishment of her college career. A native of Cupertino, California, she'll be moving closer to home after graduation to take a role as a software engineer at Atlassian in San Francisco. I am pleased to welcome Hannah to the podium.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Professor Liberatore, for introducing me. Family, friends, professors, faculty, and my fellow graduates, it's such an honor to be speaking with you all on such a special day. We are commemorating not only 4 years of hard work and dedication, but surviving a pandemic and coming out of this university as stronger students, people, and computer scientists than we were 4 years ago. I want to start by immersing all of our guests here into the experience of being a computer science student. Picture yourself. It's 9 p.m. on a Thursday night, and your code due at midnight isn't working. You're deep in a Stack Overflow thread from 2008 of someone who had the same error message as you while you desperately search to find what single character is causing your whole project to fail. You bash your keyboard, contemplate switching majors, and shed a few tears, all while hearing the business majors downstairs start their pregame. But then you take a deep breath, watch a YouTube video of someone explaining the algorithm on a whiteboard, and discover you've actually misunderstood the whole assignment. Great. Time to start over. This time, sure, you have it figured out. You submit it at 11:58 with a prayer and go enjoy the weekend, knowing you have a blissful 2 days until the next assignment is released. Fun, right? This constant cycle of learning how to learn is what makes computer science so uniquely challenging. To really sum it up, I remember on the first day of data structures freshman year, our professor told us that our attendance wasn't graded based on if we attended class, but if we got the iClicker polling questions right. In hindsight, this policy taught me a lot, that to be successful in this major and in this industry, showing up isn't enough. You have to be focused and competent. With each class learning a new language or framework or editor, we've had no choice but to develop the ability to learn quickly, a skill we'll need entering the ever-changing tech industry. Because in 20 years, Python might just mean a snake or Java a cup of coffee, but knowing how to pick up a new technology quickly will give us the power to solve any logical problems we set our minds to. I recently read a tweet that said, software engineering means oscillating between I'm a frickin' genius and I'm so frickin' stupid multiple times within a day. I laughed at this because it reminded me of the humbling experience of learning C. Hours upon hours put into debugging code that took mere minutes to write. While it's funny to look back and laugh now, we should all be truly proud of our accomplishments in this field. The countless hours spent working on projects, sleepless nights cramming before exams, all while managing other classes, stumbling through leak codes, and dealing with the strenuous recruiting process. Balancing academia with ambition taught us a skill we'll always need: how to grind, how to sit down and tirelessly debug a problem until a solution is reached, or at least until our computer dies. Our journeys to this day couldn't have been completed without the other non-STEM classes we've had the opportunity to take at UMass. What I didn't expect was how almost every class could be connected to computer science. Studio art taught me how to convert what I saw with my eyes onto paper, and then web programming, shout out Professor Berger, taught me how to convert my designs from paper into pixels. Mobile health sensing and analytics taught me how to use the flashlight of my phone to measure my heart rate, and then intro to kinesiology taught me how to use heart rate to create a workout plan. And if I hadn't taken public speaking, I probably wouldn't be in front of you all today. Compiling different types of courses made us well-rounded students, forced us to break our STEM tunnel vision, and consider all types of perspectives and factors when building products. Looking back, we partook not just in job fairs, hackathons, and internships, but in concerts, tailgates, hollow weekends, blarneys, celebrations when the Patriots won the Super Bowl, and so many special moments of carefree fun. We've made friends with our peers, whether based on our shared love of technology or just the need to be around others who understand what I mean when I say, I can't go out tonight, none of my Gradescope tests are passing. It's definitely bittersweet thinking about all the crazy memories we've made here and the friendships we'll always cherish. But looking around this room, I see empowered developers, engineers, managers, and one day trailblazers that will not just improve tech companies, but will work towards projects that will make the world a better place. Between what we've learned in our classes, from each other, and all throughout these unique and testing 4 years, I know we're ready to face whatever challenge comes next as we end this chapter of our lives and start a new one. We've developed our ways of thinking, debugged our lack of focus, compiled a range of experiences. Now it's time to run. It's time to say goodbye to this amazing university and face reality using a statement we all learned on day one as computer science students. Hello, world. Thank you so much, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Hannah. It is now time for our graduated seniors to be recognized. Graduates, please follow the instructions of the marshals as they direct you to the stage and then back to your seats. Please bring your photographer's card with you. Graduate names will be read by Professor Ramesh Sitaraman, Director of the Informatics Program, Professor Gordon Anderson, Professor Jaime Davila, Professor Marius Mania, Associate Director of the Computer Science Undergraduate Program, Professor Ghazala Parvini, and Professor Benjamin Marlin, Director of the Computer Science Undergraduate Program. Commemorative medals will be handed out by Professor Jack Wilden, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, and Professor David Mix Barrington, Associate Chair of Academic Programs. Those steps will all be visible on the large video screen over the stage. In addition, graduates will have their picture taken with Professor James Allen and the Dean. That's me. When they exit the stage on your left, they will have one other individual photo taken, and then they will be directed to pick up some college swag and return to their seats. Graduates, we ask that you refrain from using the swag until you are told to at the very end of the ceremony. Professor Sitaraman will kick things off by presenting our informatics graduates.
Informatics is an interdisciplinary program where students learn to apply computational thinking to solve real-world problems in other domains, such as health, social sciences, and business. The program, which was officially approved by the UMass Amherst Board of Trustees in 2019, is the college's newest bachelor's degree program. The program now has two concentrations, a data science concentration and a newly created health and life sciences concentration. I'm proud that several students graduating today are informatics pioneers who entered the program when it was still part of the bachelor's degree with individual concentration, or the BDIC program. The program has grown quickly since. I'm glad to announce that today we have the largest informatics graduating class ever. I will now present our informatics graduates. Kenny Duong. Thomas Callanan. Brandon O'Brien Jones. Junming Lee. Damon Elliott Yopes. Rolando Joel Frankie Nadal. Connor Daniel Brown. Carliano Libretto. Helen Poignon. Aditya Ravindra Potana Boina. Matthew Thomas Ferrara. Anthony Vincent Marcone. Michael Patrick Murphy. Eric Lee. Corinne Elaine Green. Benjamin Charles Berger. Alexander Hall. Ebenezer Fesiha. William Parsons. Adonai Bereket. Samuel James Barber. Ariel Shmuel Liutati. Ginsu Yang. Haeyun Liu. Baitong Zhao. Ravi Jagdish Patel. Ananya Venkatesan. Atmaja Shah. Shipeng He. Aaron Sui. Chinyere Victoria Okoro. Gabriela Nicole Nugent. Stephen Casata. Shaham Khan Zahir. Johan Thomas Sajan. Sherlan Quetzali. Matthew Richards Remazewski. Alexandra Rose Brandel. Disha Srivastava. Sai Meghana Jaladanki. Nikhil Rajkumar. Aditya Ram Narayanan. Abhinav Tripathi. Vishal Vijay Kalakonawar. Sanyam Shilpakar. Anirudh Thale. Engit Young. Professor Gordon will introduce our computer science students.
Indispensable. I am very pleased to present our Bachelor of Arts in Computer Science and our Bachelor of Science in Computer Science graduates. We've been saying this just about every year now, but this is our largest ever graduating class in computer science. 471 students are graduating in the class of 2022. That's up from 417 last year. The growth of the computer science program reflects the increasing importance of computing in all facets in our society and an associated growing demand for our talented students across many industries. On behalf of our faculty who have been instrumental in the growth and success of our program, I am pleased to present our computer science graduates. Radhika Nyanesh June Ai. Sorry. Okay, got it. Hannah Nordine. Ishita Kumar Ta Kumar. Sorry, I'm not reading it right. Shreya Mishra. Joseph Patterson Moulton. Dennis Ashkenazi. Zhengyu Elizabeth Lavigne Chow. Brandon Ricardo Figueredo. Peter Tran. Guarang Chowdhury. Sunwoo Hyong. Jared Pina. Joseph Edmund Eunice Jr. Unjali Arigela. Junzu Lee. Langjun Zhao. Jared Cole Henkel. Brian Eric McCaffrey. Kevin Robert Shaw. Arthur Wang. Saicharan Reddy Daddy Reddy. Evan Isaac Feldman. Lee Chu. Jeremy Andrew Doran. Dishal Patel. Nahang Hum. Hannah Man Dakayanan. Kyle Wallace Pira. Lynn Lee. Alec Michael Musante. Yunsik Edwin Lee. Olivia Rose Brennan. Jonathan Yupeng Zhou. Henry Tao. Benjamin Kinsey Hamilton. Abigail McCarthy Geschwind. Gabriela Angela Mingozzi. Moses Zachary Clinton Reed. Banode Mandla. Parth Tandon. He Ba Huang. Ray Nguyen Mayen. Kang Doi Nguyen. Ba Nguyen. Than Chi Fan. Long Li Min Nguyen. Thai Quoc On. William Edmund Mironchik. Jack Douglas Daughtry. Michael James Norberg. Matthew Joseph Hill. Kenneth Raymond Wright. Matthew John Moran. When do we switch readers? I don't know. Okay. Aidan Charles Greenslade. Owen Nathaniel DeClean. Jared Michael Betancourt. Shijui Liang. Lucas Gabriel Guzman Finn. Song Chen. Benjamin Joseph Meltz. Victor Hugo Amaral Santana. Richard Kennerly Donati. Ania Dodi. Gungling Leo. Dhruvi Chauhan. Catherine Jiachi Zhu. Sakshi Gera. Ghazala, do you want to? Elliot Tabak. And now we'll switch readers. Ghazala Parvini will take over. Thank you.
When you read it, you just put it face down in the basket. Thank you so much.
Noah Henry Levitt. Julia Cosmer. Touches Ku. Amandeep Singh. Justin Tree Yip. Kelvin Stafford. Hiao Liu. Benjamin Shu. Hanan Rhodes. Gabrielle Newman. Elizabeth Thomas Flipakis. Vinisha Dalecia. Turang Mittal. Brittany Barasa. Suma Movan. Abby Waterson. Janvi Taniru. Jessica Chantal Green. Shuming Deng. Kai Ye. Lindsay Lee. Chalong Tang. Chang Zheng. Relang Zhang. Myron Lacey. Hangyu Lin. Duan Bali. Nicholas Graham. Michael Lai. Michael Pavkovic. Jiachen Ding. Thomas Allen Nizwadek. Joshua Holden. Joseph Paul O'Leary. Yi Wei. Matthew Boney. Anastasia Galperina. Tara Yadav. Simon Nathans. Muhammad Shah. Ahmed Pant Balakandri. Vrishab Ravichander. Nicholas William Asnes. Renas Adrian Zabonidis. Colin Petrov. Matthew Hollis Weiner. Sanjay Rajasekaran. Jacob Shihan Farrell. Andrew Francis Crotty. Michael Joseph Prez. Brian Thomas Verheim. Eric Michel Bolu. Anthony Campbell. Vincent Michael Guardiola. Robert Daniel Peabody. Pratik Agarwal. Sankalp Ramesh. Kalyan Medinen. Kunj Dediha. Nitant Rimal. Jonathan Gerald Wang. Connor James French. George Meicheng Jiang. Ahmad Ali Jafar. Mali Dayan Karol. Sam Zaid El Ghazavi.
Just kidding. Take out the windows out. Okay.
Yen Yu Chu. Henry Wang Lee. Evan Kiefer Clark. Thomas Hoyt. Michael Nicholas Jergil. Alex Zhu. Joyorin Zhang. Kin Yan Cho. Jenny Yan Gu. Jeffrey Chan. Mike Lee. Jeffrey San Tran. Yang Cheng Cheng. Kaidang Chai. Tom Piana. Sorry. Nirmal Varma Vegasna. Tanvish Jha. Oh, sorry. Congratulations, everyone. I switch to the next reader, Professor Maria Sminia.
Read them and put them hands down or face down.
So when should I switch to Jaime? How many do I do? How many? Can you give me the tip?
Yeah, I'll try to give you a...
Okay. Okay. Rishabh Pandey. Okay. Yeya Abu Ghazala. Anirudh J. Upal. Jared Grant. Baihan Lee Yu. Janchi Duan. Junhao Deng. Gary Wei. Xian Lin Yin. Sherry Zhou. Manuel Alejandro Bauche. Brendan Key. Manav Kulsheshta. Petro Figlioiani. Nikhil Devaras. Cooper Gibbs. David Alexander Collins. Bryce Chester Parkman. Govind Shandak. Pari Punri. Yogesh. Sahitya Raipura. Takesia Queen Nguyen.
Hanlong Cheng. Elena Spiro. Huboyan Chu. Xinyu Zhu. Samuel Carlo Benet. Ken Zhou. Kazuha Okamoto. Shiv Ansal. Golden Wu. Ruben Philip. Justin William Ross. Devin Norman Wells. Andrew Sun. Anthony Tron Nguyen. Valery Soltin. Denise John Güler. Maxwell Poster. Mary Kate Murtaugh. Leon Alfred Jusberg. Jason Canterbury. Einar Klarlund. Josh Viktorov. Ryan Loofborough. Ruby Jean Spencer Ramsey. Jacob Parkinson. Hui Trung. William P. Murphy. Edward Joshua Farber. Mehul Ramaswamy. Roshan Praveen Shetty. Abhiram M. Nair. Sumant Reddy Tiala. Rishabh Maheshwari. Zachary Francis Simonelli. Anant Ramakrishnan Bashyam. Mintran. Alexander Hickey. Next students will be read by Professor Jaime Davila.
When you read them, you just put them face down in the basket.
Thank you. Ben Super. Alex Preston. Timothy Patrick Dalton. Miguel A. Euler Castrillo. Gary Robert Seckel Jr. Omri Shudvit. William Greenleaf Elliott. Alexandro Montau. Kelsey Greg Ware. John Owen Power At. Martin Benjamin Dickey. Thomas Roy King. Bailey Stephen Boone. Sitang Lee. Ling Hao He. Kevin Luo. Jacob David Reckel. Xing Wu. Eric D. Bucknam. Jeffrey Wong. Ava Bond Smith. Yuan Li Liu. Jesse Stephen Brookings. Luna Phipps Costin. Benjamin Coleman Scott. Hamza Shazhat. Zachary Taylor Williams. Matthew Su. Jerry L. Zhang. Adam Tassara Powell. Jigar Patel. Sushen Tan. Yuling Yang. Jefferson Etaongo Esteves. Jason Zhang. Joseph Bimanchia Pasha Jenny. Quing Xuan Ding. Tudor Christian Foca. Yeshwant Reddy Bomaredi. Rohan Adla. Vani Korepu. Pradi Bajraj Kumar Modi. Chirag Jaguara. Apurv Shah. Nisarga Ravindra Patil. Kasi Hasnain. Jaivardan Singh. Conrad Lysander Herman. Xingmeng Wang. Qingyi Tang. Royi Wu. Xizeng Wang. Nicholas Foley Simmons. Mihir Thakur. One more?
Yeah, sorry. They're not multidisciplinary. They're multidisciplinary honors.
Christopher David Gomez. Herling Rijo. Gagan Biradar. Song Kwang Dam. Long Vu. Harshal Delia. Amit Amar Reddy. Anath Pritam. Siddharth Pritam. And I will present the departmental honors.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our final group of graduating students, the college's honors research students. These students complete honors general education courses and seminars as well as an individual program of original research conducted under the supervision of a faculty member over the course of 2 or more semesters. Their work culminates in the writing of an honors, thesis, or project manuscript, and in some cases, the publication of their research in academic journals or conference proceedings. I will now present our Computer Science and Informatics Honors Research graduates. Eli Stanley Bildman. Timothy Nguyen. Sam Wallace. Kevyu Jegani Thun. Rikinja Raja. Rohan Bapit. Preston Kenman Yi. Jacob Goldman. George Wei. Eli Lab Nottinson. Joseph Andrew Black. Ujin Prabhupkar. Elias Joseph Rotundo. Abigail Elliott. Ade Giva. Vindhya Rachar. Adam McKay Leikowitz. I now invite Professor Allen back to the podium. Thank you.
It says in my instructions I'm supposed to wait until all the students are seated. No pressure. But I will, while we're doing that, I will say, families, friends, and distinguished guests, please join me in congratulating our newest class of computer science and informatics alumni. I think I'll start while they're still collecting their swag. So CICS students enter UMass Amherst as the highest achieving and the most accomplished students on campus. As new graduates, we expect to have the most accomplished group of UMass Amherst alumni, collaborative, creative, and hardworking. You're ambassadors of our college and examples of our excellence. Our mission and passion as an educational institution is to prepare you to achieve your aspirations and contribute to the common good. We are proud of your academic success and are excited to see what innovation you bring to the world. We hope that you will keep in touch with one another and with the faculty, staff, members, and graduate students who helped prepare you for your next steps. Our community is strengthened by the ideas and opportunities our alumni contribute. As our newest class of alumni, please know how important you are to the college's prosperity. Please stay involved in the life of the college. We hope to see you back on campus or at one of our regional events each year. Encourage your company to recruit our students in both computer science and informatics for internships or for jobs. If you pursue a research career, seek opportunities to engage with CICS researchers. Inspire high school students you know to explore careers in computer science, in informatics, and encourage them to visit UMass Amherst. And as Dean Hawes mentioned in her opening remarks, I hope you will also help support future CICS students by remembering CICS during UMass Gives, when thinking about your tax deductions, and whenever you remember the foundation that you and your peers established here at UMass Amherst's Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences. As you navigate your paths into meaningful careers or to graduate school, we hope you will remember that you will always be an important part of the CICS community. On behalf of the continuing students, the staff, and the faculty of CICS, I wish you every success and happiness. I'll invite Dean Hawes back to the program for some final remarks. Back to the podium.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the members of our staff who are throughout the building assisting us with this event. You guys are awesome, you rock. We also want to acknowledge the UMass Graduate Brass Quintet on the mezzanine for the music that helped us through the celebration. Okay, students, this is almost the last thing I'm ever going to tell you to do. Okay, please remove your mortar and replace it with your Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences cap. Congratulations and keep in touch. Okay, I'm going to ask that everyone please stay in your chairs, students and guests alike, as the faculty leaves the stage. Okay? And cue the music. Okay, that concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations to the CICS class of 2022.